Unbelievable. You mentioned that did they check your oxygen levels?
Oh, yes,
I
it's an
thought that was-
oxygen
I thought
meter.
that was interesting when you mentioned that, every day or?
Twice a day, in the morning and at night. And usually what would happen is your pulse rate would be higher at night and your oxygen level would be lower at night, after the day of hiking. It would be, for me, it would be down in the 70s, and my pulse rate would be higher, than it would be up in the 70s, the other would be down 70s or 80s. But in the morning, both would change. Pulse rate was lower, oxygen level was higher. The key was if it got to below 50%, then they were concerned. They were going to be concerned about your health. And since I didn't take the drug, there were a lot of how are you feeling directed. I never had a headache, never lost appetite, always drank. For once in my life, I did what I was told every single day. And I did not, people said, well, before I left, they said, Paul, you like beer. You like to have a couple beers every day. What are you going to do? I said, I can exist on it, and I could. It was not hard. It's a hell of a way to lose weight. No, it wasn't. I don't think I lost any weight. Wasn't worried about it. And if anybody has any questions.
How did you get the water every day? Was that?
Great question, yes. Every campsite was close to a source of water. Close to could have been a quarter to a half mile away. And there were the 5-gallon pails that we have? Well, that's what they used to fetch the water in. And when they came back to camp, they purified the water. So we had purified drinking water. So they had to have 3 liters of water for the 5 of us every day. They had to have water for cooking, tea, for washing, for washing dishes and stuff. They heated everything and cooked stuff on a propane heater. They had propane tanks and a small round propane stove. So what they set on it. We had pancakes. They were more like crepes. Very good, tasty food. Oh, it was tasty to me.
Well, the others took the pill, so they
Yeah.
probably didn't like the food.
The others didn't. It wasn't always that tasty.
I guess I'm still, how do they keep the food fresh? Because I saw in one of the pictures chicken, and I think you said
Right. The
eggs.
chicken was. I think it was pre-cooked
Oh, okay. So
before we left.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it'll
Makes
stay.
sense then.
So
All right.
it's just a matter of heating it up,
Okay.
warming it up. The fruit was easy to, and the waste, they took care of the waste, and so.
Amazing. I didn't get a chance to ask you, and I hope I'm not having all the questions, but if there was a member of the group who couldn't make it up the hill, what would they do? What was the plan for anyone who may have had difficulty and couldn't do it?
I don't know.
Okay. I wondered about
But,
that.
They bring a shovel or something.
Yeah, really. Coming down, we had lunch at Millennium Campsite. From Crater Camp, we went down to Millennium. Millennium is also known as Rescue Camp. And we don't have the picture here, but there is a stretcher on wheels, metal stretcher that they put a person on.
Okay, that would make sense.
That brings them down. There's also a rescue walk road. On the way to Simba Cave, we crossed that rescue road for 4x4s, and there was a white vehicle headed down the hill. Whether or not it had somebody in, we don't know.
Okay.
I'm thinking, oh, wow, do I want to ride? In fact, we had a new porter, a young boy, 18, who was struggling. And at that point, Justin, one of the head porters, sent him back home. So,
It's not like you can just turn around and you're home in 10 minutes either.
no,
No, it's
no, yeah,
quite a way to be alone.
yes.
Oh, wow.
So these signs, are there a bunch of them? Different ones? I mean, everything's in English?
Yes,
What do
yes.
the Germans do?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Or French,
They
yeah.
learn English.
Well, almost everybody, I guess, reads English
Yeah, no.
now, but
I just thought that was pretty funny though, everywhere you went, I see English signs.
Yes, yeah. And that's the language of Tanzania.
Is it?
Yes. You know, there's Swahili and Maasai. So, like, the porters spoke Swahili, English, Swahili, and Maasai because that was the tribe that they were from. Being a porter is extremely competitive position. They, Taraji Kilimanjaro, the company went through, they take on 1 or 2 new ones a year. The person who took care of the toilet tank is 50 years old. That's what he does. He loves it. He really liked it. And anything else?
Well, I guess we just can't put into words how grateful we are that, I mean, you took on this challenge, you thought of our military rehab program, you know that all of the money that's raised goes into the program, that we don't get any type of state or federal aid for it, so it means the world to us. And then the media, thanking the media, because your story was out there every day, and social media, and everybody just sharing it and wishing you well, but especially for our veterans, who you know mean the world to us. We just wanted to give you a little something to remember your trip in gratitude for everything you've done, your own private scrapbook, and this photo that you'll never forget. And just
Oh my God.
something to remember us by, but I just thank you so
You're
much
welcome.
for all of
Oh my God.
us.
Appreciate it.
And for those of you who are not aware, Paul is a Vietnam veteran. So this trek took on a special meaning for all of us, that we have veterans helping other veterans. So thank you. Well done.
Thanks. You're welcome.
You said it wasn't crowded up on top because you guys had apparently gone late in the afternoon. I was thinking there might have been a traffic jam. Did you run into many other parties?
When you come into the trail, our trail, the Moshe Stella Crater Trail, when you come into Lava Rock Trail, there are other truckers coming through, and there's a slide, a picture, with a lot of, it hides the people because of the mist and fog. And going up to that picture, I had a lot of pictures of Karens. When I first looked at this picture, I said, oh, there are more Karens. They weren't, they're porters. You know, so, I mean, that's how, and when I saw them, even before I took the picture, that's why I thought I was taking a picture of, it's Karens. And then they moved, I go, oh, okay. But we wanted to summit during the day. We summited at 4 o'clock on the 15th. That didn't give us a lot of time to stay there because we had to get to Crater Camp. And Crater Camp was down 700 and some odd feet. And since at that time of day the sun's setting, so it was getting dark and it was getting colder. So we didn't linger at the top for maybe 20, 30 minutes and then went down. Butt sliding for me.
Amazing.
Anything?
Would the media like any one-on-one interviews? Okay.
Like a 3-on-1.
Okay. All right, whatever works for you guys, but thank you so much.